Hello, I'm Eddie Bradley. This is my public speaking class video on my take of storytelling, interactive speaking, alternative learning styles such as TED Talks or Wiki Talks. We're going to go over a few things in this video to incorporate what I learned from this video, the strengths that I've learned, the weaknesses that I've learned that I possess, also my goals for the future, and finally my conclusion. All right, let's dive right in. What I learned, um, the first thing that I learned that a good presentation, it's not read. It's performed. It's actually part stand-up comedian, meaning you need to be funny and engaging into the audience. You should be part minister, meaning you should be appealing to their emotional standpoint, something that draws them in, and you need to be part intellectual expert, meaning you should know what you're talking about. You should be somewhat of a subject expert on the subject you're speaking on. Ultimately summing it down, I can boil it down to it needs to be more personal and not as formal. Formal in the sense that you're giving information that you're still trying to get a point across, but personal enough that somebody can take this in. Um, Another thing that I learned was the background should be darkest, which was one of the things that I tried to do here, but I don't have my walls are a little light and it's kind of hard to get everything dark. But also, he spoke on the importance of lighting. You don't want the audience or the viewer to strain to view the subject, and that you should be in the correct focus. Um, Also, include the audience in through storytelling. Um, Incorporate something personal and meaningful. I specifically got that from Gar Reynolds' presentation. If you incorporate slides or text, make it visual, make it big, make sure that it's licensed, and make sure that you have the use to actually utilize those images. But the text, make sure that they're big and that they're not focused on reading, that it's clear and it's striking. Well, let's go into my strengths. My first strength is that I'm a good speaker with experience speaking publicly and addressing strangers. I have a threshold of confidence that I've established already from doing it repetitiously over years. One of the videos, which was by Gar Reynolds, he spoke for 17 minutes straight, and he didn't have to view cards. He didn't have to read off of the paper, which meant to me that he was knowledgeable and he understood the subject that he was talking on. And also, it's a testament to him having excellent speaking ability and preparation. A personal example for me in my life would be a time that I briefed the Secretary of the State Department on my work facility. This was 2011. I worked for the United States Air Force. I was stationed in the UK, which is the United Kingdom, and we had a visit by the Secretary of State, and I briefed his entire entourage, which consisted of around 8 to 10 people, for around 20 minutes. I walked them around a guided tour of my facility, which was a communications facility, and spoke of the various communication assets that we had and our capabilities. Um, that's just one personal way that I've done it. Another strength that I would say is I select excellent topics. Um, with experience speaking publicly, partially comes from my background. I have a bachelor's in communications or information technology with the community college of the Air Force. I took a speech class with them, and I did a presentation on um, modern music, the creation of modern music. And the way that I incorporated my presentation was more of a tutorial. I incorporated the audience by showing them how I created music with the software on my computer. And I brought them into my presentation by letting them play a part into it as well. Um, that would sum up my strengths. My weaknesses, I would say that I don't have a lot of experience speaking in the Wiki Talk, TED Talk format. I'm a master at boring people by PowerPoint, just because I have so much experience at it. But that would definitely be one of my weaknesses. Another weakness I would say is hiding behind the information, not making it so personal. Like I said, I've done that so many times repetitiously that it just becomes second nature. I'm learning now that there's a better way to do it, engage the audience. Now, let's go into the goals for the future. One goal that I can foresee doing would be making more YouTube videos, tutorial style, speaking on some of the things that are passionate to me, creating music. Another one would be to do more public speaking in the school, volunteer to talk more in class, speaking openly in class. Um, and lastly, another goal would be to do more public speaking in the community, engaging debates and talks with my peers and friends about various subjects that have been, pre-established, just for the sake of doing more and better public speaking. Well, in conclusion, I would say that I learned from both of these videos that there's a better way to present information. Um, Presentations should be more visual. They need to be more engaging. Otherwise, it's going to be a talking head or death by PowerPoint. Thank you very much.